Hi guys, and welcome to my channel, Changing Phases Tarot. So happy to have you here today. Now today's reading is a special reading for the second full moon in the month of March, March 31st, 2018. This is the blue moon, right? So it's the second full moon that we've had this month. So this is my, the full moon spread that I like to put out at each full moon. It's a special spread focusing on the energies surrounding us at the time of the full moon. And it has to do with things that we need to be releasing from our life at this time, things that we might be receiving, also things that we might be beginning at this time. So I will show you the cards in 1 second. Just a quick note, please be on the lookout for the other video that I'm going to post talking about the full moon giveaway, right? Because at each full moon, besides doing the full moon spread, I like to do a giveaway for a free reading. So, looking out for that video if you're interested, and if you are, then you can participate and you will be entered into the drawing to win a free 10-card Celtic cross spread reading with me. All right, so let me go ahead and lower my camera here. I've already shuffled off camera, and as you can see, I have the cards spread out here. For this reading, I'm using the Gilded Taro by Ciro Marchetti. It's a beautiful deck. So we have, starting off, I'll show you the cards, and then I will go through the overall message for the reading. So we have here, starting off with the Three of Pentacles, and this sits in the release position. What you should be releasing at this time is the Three of Pentacles. The second card in the reading is what we should retain at the full moon. And we have the Eight of Pentacles. And there's actually, the spread is kind of heavily weighted towards Pentacles, really. So there could be a significant focus on material things right now. So your home, work, but we'll get into that. So what you need to retain, what you need to hold on to, the Eight of Pentacles. In the receiving position, so what you might be receiving at this full moon, we have the Nine of Pentacles. And this is a beautiful card. In your surrounding, you have the Page of Wands. What you are giving is the Six of Cups. What you are beginning, which is quite appropriate, you have Major Arcana, the Fool. And at the center of the reading, what the overall lesson is for this full moon is the Ten of Pentacles. So you see there's quite a heavy focus here on the Suit of Pentacles. Just another reminder, these are general readings, so the messages may or may not resonate with you. So take away the messages that do resonate, leave the ones that don't. The only way for you to truly get a personalized reading, really focusing on you, what's going on in your life right now at this full moon, the time of the full moon, would be to order a private reading from me. And if you're interested, you can take a look at my site, Changing Phases Tarot .weebly.com, or email me at changingphasestarot@gmail.com. All right, so starting off here with what you need to release. So we have the Three of Pentacles. And since I said, the spread seems to be heavily weighted towards Pentacles, we have actually 4 Pentacles, right, out of the 7 cards. So over half are Pentacles. So the Suit of Pentacles is earth energy, right? And it has to do with the material realm, the tangible things that we can touch and feel, the things that we are able to, attain here in the earthly realm. So it's the work that we do, the money that we're paid, material possessions that we are able to accrue with that money. It's our home, our family. It also has to do with education, knowledge. So it's a very solid, very earthy, very real and tangible suit. So the Three of Pentacles, usually in the Tarot, threes we think of as being, expansive energy, right? Threes are usually expansive energy. And out of all of the threes, the Three of Pentacles is kind of more closely associated with the three of the major arcana, the Empress card, because he has to do with this particular, and especially in this particular deck, he's very focused on, creation and the creative process and create. And if we think about the Empress card herself, I mean, she is an expansive energy, and she is all about giving birth to new things, right? Giving birth to new ideas, to new projects. It's that type of, you know, something that you can actually see. So something that you've been working on. A lot of times the Three of Pentacles appears when there's a, like a short-term goal that you've reached. And actually we see there's a progression here. So, with this appearing in the release position, whatever you were sort of beginning upon here, and sometimes the Three of Pentacles is when you're working, teaming up with other people, working with other people, working hard, but it's all about, achieving that short-term goal, but keeping your eye on, the long-term, whatever that long-term goal is, right? And this is what you're releasing here, which, looking at the cards, it makes sense because you're releasing this, you're moving out of this sort of what I need to create phase, because and there's a progression here. We have a progression of the Pentacles. We have the 8 here, we have the 9 here, we have the 10 here. So you're moving out of this Three of Pentacles, right? Whatever you were, the hard work that you've been putting in, whatever you were trying to sort of get off the ground here, whatever new thing you were really, creating and manifesting here, you're moving out of that. So you're releasing that and releasing it because you're moving on to, or to allow for, better things to come in, to allow for this 8, 9, and 10 to come in here. So what you have here in retaining, right, what you need to retain is the 8 of Pentacles. So you need to stay very focused, keep that, that worker bee kind of mentality. But there's a progression, you're a key, the key to what he's doing here is study. Look at him. He's the apprentice. He's learning. He's very focused on, what it is that he is, that he does, his particular job. So this is you, moving out of the Three of Pentacles, but it's you still working very hard, still being very focused, still keeping your eye on the long-term goal, but you're very much, in movement towards that goal here, right? You've left the 3, you're here at the 8 of Pentacles, you're working very hard, and you're moving towards, I mean, what we have here is the lesson, the 10 of Pentacles. You're moving towards that. So you need to hold on to this. Keep that worker bee mentality. Keep working away. Keep your eye on the goal here. And then what you might be receiving, we have in the receiving position is the 9 of Pentacles, which is a beautiful card, right? The 9 of Pentacles, sometimes it's, we think of it as the self-reliant card. And look at the woman. She's in this beautiful, lush green garden, right? We have the butterflies symbolizing rebirth flying around her, lots of pentacles. So she's very financially stable. She's really created that life for herself that she had always envisioned. She feels very proud about what she has achieved, She knows that she's achieved this, yes, maybe with, the help of others, but more than anything, this is her, and she's feeling very self-reliant, and she's feeling very accomplish. So for some of you, there might be what you're receiving is something that, that either pushes you more towards this Knight of Pentacles energy, that brings you more financial security and satisfaction. There might be, an increase, since we are going, like I said, from the 3 to the 8 and then even the 9 of Pentacles. There might be an increase in wealth happening around the time of the full moon. So something coming in, that's boosting your finances. You're feeling more financially secure. You're seeing that growth. You're feeling more secure in your surroundings here, and whether this is at home, you're having more money available around the home. But this is what might be coming in. Now, what you have surrounding you is something new. We have this wonderful Page of Wands, and the suit of Wands has to do with, it's fire energy. And so it has to do with creativity, creative projects, can have to do with our own drive, determination, ambition. It's the work that we do. This can be, actually within the workplace, around the home. But pages, they're young energy, right? So this could be a person, possibly. This is, in your surrounding environment. So this could be a younger fire sign individual, possibly. If so, then this is a Leo, Sagittarius, or Aries. And this could even be a child of yours. This could be just, somebody in their early 20s or even a teenager. And with the pages, usually, especially with the Page of Wands, they usually herald in, it's some type of news, right? They usually bring in news of something. And even though the Page of Wands is a very, young, immature energy, this page is very creative, is very good at thinking outside of the box, very good at solving, resolving issues, coming up with if there's a problem. Page of Wands is good at coming up with, or seeing a way to solve that problem in maybe an unconventional manner, maybe not such an orthodox manner. It's also new, right? It's something new coming in. So you might, in your environment, you might be receiving news of something from this Page of Wands. There might be something new coming in. Could have to do with a job, especially with this many Pentacles cards in the reading. Could definitely be, news of a job that, that's bringing in this new financial security. And this could be you just feeling very enthusiastic at this time, about whatever this news is. And, what you have in the giving, so this is, surrounding you, but what you need to give, you have the Six of Cups energy. Now, usually the Six of Cups is a card that deals with nostalgia, right? Because the Suit of Cups, it's really all about our feelings, our emotions, can be intuition, psychic, right, abilities as well. But it's really a card that speaks of relationships and a suit that speaks of relationships and feelings. And the Six of Cups itself, it's a card of nostalgia. It can be thinking back to your childhood, thinking back to, a time from your past. This can actually have to do with children, and we did have the page. So for some of you, you could be giving, there could be something that you are giving around this time to one of your children, or to somebody, who might be younger in your surroundings, that you might be giving to them. Sometimes this is just more of a feeling, right? This feeling of childhood innocence or childhood happiness. For others, this is, it could be related to actually your childhood, somebody from your past, especially as, we are currently going through a Mercury retrograde, right? It goes from March 23rd through, I want to say, April 15th, which is a time when, it's a time when people from our past might turn up again, right? So ex-lovers, old friends, just people generally from our past sort of popping up. It's a period, this Mercury retrograde, when we reflect on our past. It's also a time when, we're reviewing things, we're remembering things, we're, everything that has to do with right, with the retrograde. So redoing, reviewing. So there could be, something to do with, reviewing something from your childhood or just reminiscing, feelings of nostalgia. But here you're giving this. Sits in the giving position. So this could have to do with, again, giving to maybe your children. This is a 6, and if we think like the 6 of the major arcana, which is the Lover's card, which does involve some type of choice, we can also look at the 6 of Cups, as a choice, as in, how the past will affect your present. And if when you have these remembering, right, these memories coming in, it's important to sort of keep them in check and pay attention to how you really think about these memories, or how you consider them, because we know that memories, sometimes we can look at things in the past and past relationships and people, and sometimes we can look at them with these rose-colored glasses, remembering them as actually better than they were. So just be careful with that, because it's all about letting your past or the ideas of the past, don't allow them to control you here. But again, going back to the giving, you're giving here. And I was picking up with this Page of Wands. Could be news, yes, but this person is also, somebody who thinks outside of the box. So there could be something to do with a problem, possibly with your children, that you're giving to them, but it could be giving in the sense of, giving your advice, helping them resolve a problem at this time. That could be for some of you, obviously not everybody. And then what you have beginning, is the beginning card. You have the Fool card as your beginning. The Fool card is the 0 card of the major arcana. And the Fool is all about new things, new beginnings, right? The Fool is starting off on his journey. He's the 0 card of the Tarot, because he's at that point where he's ready to embark on anything. It could be anything, and this one doesn't have him, like in some of the decks, the Fool is pictured as, being sort of one foot on a mountain, the other one hanging off. In this deck, he is sort of floating in the air, at the same time he has the hula hoop going around him. So, he's already doing something that is, quite extraordinary. So, and he's all about taking that leap of faith. So for some of you, that could have to do with the news, possibly about a job offer, whatever this might be. It's going to call for a leap of faith. So this might be an unexpected situation that you're dealing with. You might have to, just sort of face it and say, okay, I'm gonna embark on this new journey, because the Fool is very fearless. The Fool is all about trusting in the universe, trusting in the fact that things will work out for him. He's very much in the moment, right? He lives for the moment, not really focusing that much on on the end game, on the, making it to the World card, which is the last card of the major arcana. He's just thinking right now about these wonderful new beginnings that he has in front of him. So, this could be you at a crossroads. And we did have this choice message that was coming through with the 6 of Cups, possibly. So you could be at a crossroads right now. There might be a decision, right? You might have to, there might be a decision at hand, but, with the Fool card is what's beginning. It's really about, you're never going to know which path or where each path is going to take you, and so the Fool asks you to begin, set off on whatever this new thing is, but go after the one that's going to, really bring you that childlike happiness, right? That's going to make your soul really, sing with happiness. It's something very, very exciting and very, very strong coming in with this Fool card here in the beginning. And then, what we have sitting in the center, so the lesson for this full moon is the Ten of Pentacles. And the Ten of Pentacles has to do with, again, more earth energy, but it deals with it. It's the sort of the ultimate Pentacles card, right? We know that within the minor arcanas, tens are endings. Okay, so tens, you go through, all of the pip cards until you get to the 10, and the 10 is really about an ending of something. But with the Pentacles card and also, like the Cups card, tens are really more of a culmination. There, you finally reached that, and this is look at all of the wealth inside of this beautiful chest here. So this, you don't accrue this much wealth overnight, usually, right? Unless you, I guess, win the lottery. But this takes a long time to get here. So sometimes this card appears when there's an inheritance. For some of you, there could be. We did have the Six of Cups over here with the what you need to give. There could be something tied to an inheritance or money coming in unexpectedly, and this is in the form of maybe land, property left to you, something along those lines. But it is the ultimate Pentacles card, but it's also, the end of a cycle. So whatever you have been going through, and you started off here with the 3, and you have the 8 and the 9, you've made it to the 10. So, you've invested all of your time, you've invested your energy, you've learned what you needed to learn. And now, you're ready for new beginnings, because after the 10 of Pentacles comes the Ace of Pentacles, which is a beautiful new beginning. It's a brand new beginning. And we have the Fool over here as in the new beginning. So there's definitely, obviously this is going to play out, in many different ways for everybody. But the main message coming through is, there's a definite progression here as far as finances go. Possibly new job, something tied to the past, new beginnings coming in with the Fool. And then the lesson that needs to be learned is that, you've reached this wonderful 10 of Pentacles, and there's some new beginnings starting up for you, right? Because, this card, it really does signify, a great amount of financial security, financial stability, comfort. You've laid the groundwork. You've really worked hard. That's interesting. Look, I don't know if you can see, there's looks like a little mouse or rat kind of looking in there. That's interesting. So, I don't know if that is, might be a ferret. I'm not sure. Anyway, with the 10 of Pentacles, yes, it's an ending, but it's also, it could be for some of you a time when you're giving back, right? We have this giving with the Six of Cups. So for some of you, maybe this is, you've come to an end of a cycle. You have maybe more than you need. So you're able to help your children. You're able to share some of that wealth, right? You're able to kind of give back, right? You're able to share, give back to the universe. Think about, what you were given however many, or however long ago, when you just had the one pentacle, you had that Ace of Pentacles, and now you have this beautiful chest full of tens. So could have to do with, repaying and giving back, sort of repaying the universe for for the Ace of Pentacles that you received a long time ago. So there could be something to do with repaying, helping, right, or giving to your children, sharing of this wealth. And with this is the lesson. There could be some lesson surrounding as well this financial security. And it is a 10, with it being the end of a cycle, right, of needing to share of your abundance here, of not holding on. Don't regress and become the miser, the Four of Pentacles, right? Share of this wealth. But looks like a very powerful and very exciting new moon. I love this message. So I do hope that the messages have helped you. I thank you once again for joining me here today. Take care and know that I'm sending you all much peace, love, and light for a wonderful full moon. Bye for now.